Here we are at Helen as the traffic starts to build up for the day. As you can see, it's a very beautiful city. We are now getting into the famous resort city of Helen, Georgia. As you can see, it's already crowded. It's about 1 o'clock here on a Sunday. So we'll have to find a parking space and then join the crowd, I suppose. We hope to go to Unicoi Lake, which is a state park. Someone has their horse and carriage out, as you can see here. I think I'll have the 2-egg omelet, you know.
The Western, the ham and cheese, or the veggie?
The ham, veggie, I think.
The veggie?
Yeah, and I'll have a toast instead of a biscuit.
You want home fries or grits?
What'd you say? Grits?
Home fries or grits?
Home fries.
And then toast, right?
Yes, that's
White,
right.
Wheat or rye?
Wheat,
Okay.
Very good.
I want the Helen's hoagie.
The hoagie? You want it hot or cold?
Hot.
And do you want the chips with it, or do you want something else with it?
What do you have something else?
Well, I would say we got a whole line of stuff down here. We got onion rings, french fries. The chips comes with, but you can substitute it for something else.
Okay, maybe.
Here's my omelet. Pearl got the hoagie, which looks like a little bit better deal, perhaps. But I got some ketchup and a Diet Coke, so I'm pretty well set, I think. So we'll dig in before we head out to the park here. Somebody brought the dog in here. They brought me some toast. They forgot to bring my toast, but now I have some toast to go with my omelet. Here at the Helen's Country Cafe, they had really good omelets. So if you're up in the neighborhood, you might want to stop here. It's right by the main drag going to the Unicoi State Park in the Helen. Pearl's still up here. We'll be leaving in a minute. Here I am at the Unicoi State Park, getting ready to take a hike. It's by the lake. It's a 2.5 mile trail, a loop trail around the lake. So it should be a very pleasant walk. This is the picnic shelter here that we will pass, I suppose, on the way to the trail. We're headed downhill at this point, right against the lake. It's a good place for a picnic, I think. Downhill at this point. Some really nice foliage here. Seems to be a lot of kids here today. Good day to be out. The weather's about in the 70s. This is not the trail here, so we'll have to backtrack. I'm headed back up the way now to the parking lot. We'll have to get on the trail. We're about to get on the foot trail at this point. We're getting into the soft trail. It's a soft trail all the way. These steps are rather gradual going down, but one has to watch their footing. Now the trail bends to the right at this point and makes a little bit of a... Now the trail straightens out at this point as we go around the lake. Now the trail loops downhill and around to the left. Got a canoeist out there in the distance, as you can see. Now the trail loops downward and to the left. We have some other people here enjoying the trail. It's a perfect day, I think. Want to get over a little bit, maybe. A lot of people out jogging around the loop here today. At this point, we go up a slight hill as we go forward. Now the trail breaks into a little bit of a straightaway here as we go down. We can see an overlook on the other side here. Now the trail straightens out a bit as we go through a lot of people walking the trail today. That's good. Hi. It's a good day to be out for. We'll be on the other side of the lake in a little bit. Now the trail straightens out a little bit. We have a tree here with unusual limbs. It looks like it might be dead. Now the trail is going to make a hairpin turn. Now we're circling around to the other side here. Now the trail straightens out a bit as we go further around the lake. We're getting into some really nice color at this point. Now the trail goes downward into the lake as we continue around the lake. Now the trail breaks out into a little bit of an uphill. We have another couple coming through, another family here. Now the trail breaks down and then to the left at this point. Okay, the trail goes straight by the lake here and then bends around to the right. The trail bends around to the lake in a little bit of a straightaway at this point. Here's another vantage point as we look over the lake here at Unicoi. We go up the hill and then we go into a straightaway here. Now the trail heads a bit downhill at this point. We're going to be headed down the way here in just a minute. Here's some big old dead trees. Now the trail at this point breaks up. I see a marker there, number 13. Looks like we're going over some stepping stones at this point onto the other side. We're coming down to an overlook up here, it appears to be. We're going over on the pier in a little bit, I think. Here, why don't you hold this for me? You need some help? Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's such a lovely day to be out walking today, you know. Here we have a little bit of a pan of the lake. As you can see, it's pretty good size. It's 53 acres, I think. That's the main road on the other side that runs through Helen, here at the Unicoi State Park. Here's a beach they have beside the trail. Here's the beach alongside the trail. It's a beautiful place. We have to go up these stairs here to get to the lodge. Up on the top, now I'll make a photograph from up on top, I think. I guess somebody's building a sandcastle. A sandcastle maybe, these kids. A lot of people out walking today. It's such a nice day. Here we are up on the by the lodge, looking down on the lake here. It's a beautiful vantage point. The trail now loops around to the left as we go around the end of the lake. We next go across this bridge to the other side of the lake. Hello. How you doing? Okay? Good. We're headed now across the bridge, then up the way here. Now the trail straightens out into a straightaway here by the side. We come down to this big log here beside the trail that can serve as a bench if you're afraid to walk on it. Now the trail breaks a little upward at this point. Here the trail breaks upward at this point. The trail at this point breaks into two parts. We're going to take the right forward. Now the trail loops around a little bit downhill and then to the right as it goes around. Now the trail loops around to the right as we go through. We're pacing number 11. We don't know what these signs are unless they're locator signs. Some really nice colors here. We're coming now to another overlook here. It says number 5. I'll do a little bit of a pan here. We haven't seen any ducks or geese. Now we go a little bit uphill as we go around the end of